Listen to this.
Cock popped. Pop lock. Pop.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
Pop locks.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
That's what you're hearing is my arthritis. That is 100% my arthritis.
Perfect.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, y'all.
I'm Chad.
And I'm Brittany, and we're the new tribe, and we're bringing you the new real.
We're the new tribe, and we're bringing you the new real. She hates it when I mock her, guys. So we're going to just pretend that didn't happen so I don't get hit. What's up, everybody?
Where we bring the raw, the rugged, the real, right here, right now.
Guys, we got another Eminem reaction for you guys. This is going to be Eminem Say What You Say featuring Dr. Dre. I wonder if he meant to rhyme in the title as well.
Oh, I'm sure.
Say
Eminem,
What You Say featuring
he
Dr.
loves
Dre.
some tongue twisters.
I'm pretty sure he fell out of his mam's vag rhyming.
Yes.
Like literally, either that or with a
Yeah.
thesaurus.
Yeah.
He like fell out, landed on a thesaurus, rolled over, and slept on a dictionary.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure
That's a
that's
good prediction.
I'm pretty sure that's how that whole birth thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we decided to go ahead and do this reaction because one, Eminem's the GOAT. So if you guys haven't yet checked out our last Eminem reaction, or as far as that goes, the one before that even, you guys go back and check them out. We did a double feature with the Don't Give a F
Yep.
and the Still Don't Give a F.
Yes.
Like we're on pins and needles here.
It
We don't know
was
what
epic.
we don't know what's blocking what and
Yeah.
stuff. So we're we're just kind of
we're just sounding things out.
That's right, guys. So if I'm gonna say the word F, I'll do the right. Is that good for sound effects? No, probably not. We're gonna cut that. We're gonna cut that out of the video, there, guys. Cut that out of the
Why?
video.
You're so good at it. You're so good at it.
Guys, if you have not yet and you just discovered the channel, we highly recommend that you subscribe.
Yes, and ring the bell so you know
Absolutely.
when we drop all this fun new-ish.
For one thing, we heard that pressing red buttons and ringing bells brings nothing but prosperity and
And
wealth.
joy.
And joy.
Yes.
Joy, too. You notice how wealth came first, then joy.
Joy to
Yeah,
the world.
so, if you want any of that, you need to do it.
The new real is born.
Plus, there's a good chance that if you subscribe, you'll see my nipples.
Yeah, for sure. It's
Just saying.
It is for
Just saying, guys.
certain situation
it
because
is one
we
of those.
love nipples around
It is
here.
one of those things that we are
Yes.
nipple fanatics.
Yes, we are.
Yes. Hashtag nipple fan. All right, guys.
Wrong platform.
All right, guys. Enough of the boo shit. Let's get to the music. You ready, baby?
Yes.
Up top,
Let's jam.
down low, in your hoe.
Woo.
What the fuck is that? You can't cross swords.
Oh, we crossed swords. Oh,
I was
no.
going in your hole.
I was
You don't
going
have a
in
hole.
your
Where's your hole?
hole.
Where's your hole?
Oh.
Where's your hole? Guys, this is
Kids are proof of that.
Eminem, Say What You Say, featuring Dr. Dre. And it is a music video. Disclaimer, I have heard this song, I believe, but I have not heard it since this came out in 2002. I'm guessing.
I have not heard this.
Yes,
So.
Brittany, the beautiful, has not heard this. So this is going to be an actual first listen reaction for her. This apparently, and I can't remember at all, so it's basically going to be like that for me as well. This apparently was M and Dre dissing JD, that's Jermaine Dupri, the So Def. I think he was like I don't know if he's the owner or I don't know what he was, but he was Jermaine Dupri from So Def. I don't even know if he does stuff anymore, but he was kind of prevalent back then, or he was at least trying to be. And I was also told that he apparently goes after maybe cannabis again in this, which I was a fan of cannabis back in the day, but
He
Eminem
introduced me to cannabis.
Yeah, Eminem was
like
no
him.
stranger to going after him. So,
Yeah.
you ready to do this, Mama?
Who did he not go after, though, honestly?
All the bodies in his wake. All right, here we
Yes.
go, guys.
So I'm out the game, huh?
Yo, Dre, we riding?
Whatever.
Well, I'm with you, homie.
Okay. Let's handle the small shit.
Yes.
I was born to brew up storms, stir up shit, kick up dust, cost till I slur up spit. Grew up too quick, went through too much, knew too much shit. Corrupt, and I'ma pour it on like syrup, bitch. Thick and
I'm gonna pour it on like syrup, bitch. Yeah, as soon as that beat kicked in, I 100% remembered the track as soon as it hit. This beat, guys, and I'm going to go out on a limb and assume this is by Dre, or I mean, it might not be. I mean, just because he's on it and it's M doesn't mean it was Dre. I mean, M got a lot of his beats from other people as well as himself and stuff like that. And this was off of the Eminem show, which would have been like his third album. So, regardless. How
Badass beat.
fucking grimy is that?
Yes.
This is that.
It's cinematic and grimy put together.
Yeah, it's
and
really.
I love it.
It's really open,
Yes.
which I'm a big fan of. Big open spots in beats, especially when it's going to be like a diss track or a battle rap style or something
Yes.
like that.
It opens the doors to so many possibilities.
Yeah,
for
and-
you to kind of put the punches in there with your own flows and emphasis, and obviously the lyrics.
Yeah, and I mean, let's take this back to what was this 2002. Let's just take it back. When are motherfuckers gonna start or stop counting Dre out the game?
I know.
You know what I mean? That's like you're asking for something. You know what I mean? They tried that back when he jumped ship from Death Row and started his own shit, and I think he put out Keep the Heads Ringing, and that one didn't do so well. And then like the next thing you know, oh, Dre fell off. Dre ain't never fell off.
No.
That dude is a goddamn mad scientist.
Yeah.
He is a genius. If he was a old white guy, he would be Einstein. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not kidding. This dude knows.
He deserves props. For
Absolutely.
Sure.
This dude knows what it takes.
get corrupt, and I'ma pour it on like syrup, bitch. Thick and rich, sick and twisted, Mr. Buttersworth. Dre told me to milk this shit for what it's worth. To the cow just tilts and tips and stumbles to earth. And if I fumble the verse, keep going, first take. I make mistakes, just keep it. No punches, pull no punches, that's weak shit, fake shit. If I ever take shit, I eat shit. Wasn't for him, wouldn't be shit.
Yes.
Holy crap. Okay,
If it
so
wasn't for him, I wouldn't be shit. I love how he always pays so much appreciation, gratitude, and respect to Dr. Dre
absolutely.
and where he's came from.
And that's one thing that you can guarantee you're going to get from him. There's a lot of things, obviously, that you can guarantee. One, you can guarantee he's going to come in and slap
He's
the
gonna
fucking
come
taste
in
out of somebody. Yeah,
swinging.
you know what I mean? He's going to come in with them uppercuts, them
Yes.
jabs, them big old punchlines. But
Doesn't matter the category.
you can also guarantee that he's going to ride for his.
Yes.
Yeah,
he is loyal.
He is loyal when it comes to proof. I mean, hell, back in his early shit, he was repping the Outsiders. You know what I mean? I think they ended up going on and maybe having beef or something like that. But that was, a crew that he did some stuff with back in Detroit before he blew up. And here he is, on national platform, calling out, Young Z, Pace
Right.
One, stuff like that from
Yes.
the Outsiders. And that's loyalty. You know
Yes.
what I mean? And
Loyalty is so attractive.
it is.
And the world needs more loyalty.
It is. What are you trying to say?
I
Think
mean-
Eminem's good looking?
That's one of our biggest morals, though, is to stay loyal, not just to your people, but to yourself as well, and to your morals. And if you are true to yourself and your morals and your integrity, your dignity,
Yeah.
then loyalty comes easy for the people that you love. It
Yeah.
truly does.
And obviously, guys, this isn't a music video to this song. This is a music video. We just decided to click it because all the other ones were either super duper old or something like that. So we wanted to go with one that seemed like it had a little bit of quality and action to it, guys. So
If I ever take shit, I eat shit. Wasn't for him, wouldn't be shit.
Creep with me as we take a little trip down memory lane. Been it longer than anyone in the game, and I ain't got to lie about my age.
But what about Jermaine?
Fuck Jermaine, he don't belong speaking mine or Timberland's name. And don't think I don't read your little interviews and see what you're saying. I'm a giant, and I ain't gotta move till I'm provoked. When I see you, I'ma step on you and not even know it, you midget.
you know what I'm saying? He said, I'm a giant.
Yep.
I ain't got to move till I'm provoked.
Yep. He said, I'm gonna step on you, and I'm not even gonna realize that I stepped on you.
Well, I mean, first of
Wow.
all, he's spitting facts.
Yep.
All right, because one, Dr. Dre's big. Dude's big as fuck, like physically big. Not to mention, you know, he's like literally, you know, big as far as, you know, his, you know, artistic, you know, endeavors and all that. But yeah, he's physically big, and Jermaine Dupri was like 3'3", I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm
Gotcha.
pretty sure he was borderline. If put it this way, if he went to Six Flags, he wasn't riding shit.
Okay, so that was also
You know what
a
I
little
mean?
subliminal.
Absolutely,
there as well.
he was
Okay.
going after him that way as well. So kind of double meanings behind that
Yes.
one.
See, he fills me in on all this stuff.
Yeah, I feel her in a lot more ways than that too. I'm just gonna say, boom.
When I see you, I'ma step on you and not even know it, you midget. Mini me with a bunch of little mini yous running around your backyard, swimming pools. Over 80 million records sold, and I ain't have to do it with 10 or 11-year-olds.
Cause what you say is what you say. Say what you say, how you say it whenever you saying it. Just remember how you said it when you was spraying it. So who you playing with, huh? Cause what you say is what you say. Say what you say, how you say it whenever you saying it. Just remember how you said it when you was spraying it. So who you playing with, huh?
I love that. We also stand by that as well.
we were commenting
Oh my
on that on
gosh.
another video that had said something along those lines. But
Yep.
can we just take a moment and appreciate the careers that both of these people, both of these artists have had?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Have
Like,
built up from the ground up.
I was bumping the Chronic, guys. Like, I remember going to the store and buying it. You know what I mean?
I was
like,
too young.
I was like legit engulfed in the Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, Snoop Dogg kind of beef back then, where they was dissing each other on their records. You know what I mean? And like, to see it come so full circle, and to see, you know,
Their evolution.
Yes, the evolution, especially him go from NWA to you know, that to this to where he's at now. I mean, first of all, Dre in himself, you know, deserves every bit of acknowledgement and success that he has garnered. And as far as I mean, come on, guys, it's Eminem. You know what I mean? This guy, he's been a monster since he stepped in the game. You know what I mean? And he always will.
He walks his talk, guys.
Yeah, he really does. He remembers.
And that's why he has been around for so long and is still the great.
He remembers what he said when he was spraying it. You like how I did that right there? You like how I did
yeah.
that?
So who you playing with, huh? Second verse, it gets worse, it gets no better than this. Amateurs drink veteran piss from a Dixie cup. If you ever mix me up or confuse me with a cannabis, a Dre with a Dupree, we'll rub it in every club you're in. We'll have you blackballed and make sure you never rap a fucking gig. Dre ain't having it, long as I'm here to play devil's advocate.
If there was some magic shit I could wave over the industry that could save it when I'm gone and buried, to make sure the tradition carries on, I would.
If I could only use this power for good, I wouldn't, not even if I could.
From the hood.
I love that. If I could only use this power for good, I wouldn't, not even if I could.
I love Eminem's got that sarcastic humor that he really throws in a lot. That's just like a, you know, kiss my ass type of vibe.
Hell yeah.
I love it. I feel it. It offends so many people, but he's not really being. Yes, he can be serious, but he's not being that serious about certain things.
He's literally saying what a lot of people would want to say or were saying. You know what I mean? He was just had the balls, had the sack enough to say it on record. You know what I mean? And it pissed a lot of people off. But if you notice how he said in his line, he spit as long as I'm here to play devil advocate. You notice in the bars where him and Dre were trading off, the lines that they were spitting were kind of contradicting, to where he said if only there was a magic wand or some magic shit I could wave over this rap shit when I'm gone to save it.
Save
he was
the
talking about
traditions of
saving
the
it.
culture.
M was playing devil's advocate even in his bars and saying I wouldn't do good even if I could. You see what I'm saying? So
I love that. So creative.
Double meaning in that bar too. So and that's just that's just scratching the surface on the way
He
these
stopped
two
at 222.
and the way that
Divine
they.
path.
I was in a hip hop duo whenever I did my shit. I was never a solo artist, so I love seeing MCs trade off in bars. You know, it's one thing to have a collab and a feature and you jump on, somebody spit a verse, you spit a verse, but I love it when MCs trade bars. Even if they're not in an official duo, you know, like the Outlaws or 8-Ball and MJG or stuff like that, Outkast,
RTJ.
Yes, even if you're not in an actual duo, but to get in there and trade bars, even if it's just one-liners and not real complex.
A rap conversation between the two.
I feel like it brings so much depth
character.
character to the rhymes all in itself, man. It's a big plus. And M and Dre, you know, they killed it from day one with that shit.
It's technically swaggy too,
Yeah,
which doesn't hurt.
They killed it with Guilty Conscience back in the day. You know, he's been doing it for a long time, man. So big props to that.
Power for good, I wouldn't, not even if I could.
From the hood and I'm a hornet, and I'm my only sting when I'm cornered.
And I'm only sucker punch and swing without warning. And swing to knock somebody's fucking head off. Cause I know if they get up, I won't get a chance to let off. Another punch, I'm punk rock. No one's punk, don't give a fuck. White pop, so much spunk. When I was little, I knew I would blow up and sell a Miller, grow up.
White Pac.
He's got
you catch
spunk.
that?
Yes.
That shit was fucking dope,
He's full
man.
of spunk.
That shit was dope. And and I know a lot of people. Remember hearing back in the day, people were taking that offensive. You know, the fact that he said was comparing himself to a white Pac or whatever.
Right.
He wasn't comparing himself like that. He was comparing himself to how Pac literally charged the controversy with his words and how he came out and said what he said because he could and stood for what he believed in. M did the same.
Something to him.
Absolutely. M did the same. You know, yes, he might have, been a clown in a lot more of his shits and stuff, but that was part of his gimmick coming up, you know what I mean? But he did the exact same. He came out swinging, stood for what he stood for and never wavered. And that's the white Pac. That's I love it.
He walked his talk.
I'm punk rock, no one's punk, don't give a fuck. White pop, so much spunk. When I was little, I knew I would blow up and sell a Miller, grow up to be a tiller, go nuts and be a killer.
And I'm something of a phenom, one puff of the crown, I'm unstoppable. I'm alive and on top again. There's no obstacle that I can't conquer, so come along with us.
Come on, cause what you say is what you say. Say what you say, how you say it, whenever you saying it. Just remember how you said it when you were spraying it. So who you playing with, huh? It's what you say, it's what you say. Say what you say, how you say it, whenever you saying it. Just remember how you said it when you were spraying it. So who you playing with, huh?
Now anybody who knows Dre knows I'm about fast cars and Alizé, partying all day, but I handle my business cause it's work before play.
That's right.
I tell you what, man, M's been taking names. He's literally been signing death warrants from the moment he stepped into the game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand, honestly, why many people would even want to go at him. I understand if he attacks first or something like that,
Right.
it's all about being a man and standing up and doing something. But like, these people that come out and diss him, it's almost embarrassing. In
I think
ways.
with the later in his career, I think that they've they thought that, oh, he's matured, he's grown up, especially with
Kind of
Revival.
gone soft or something like
especially
that.
with Revival, which was still badass, just in a different way. That's
Yeah,
what
we
you
love
do
some
as you.
Revival.
That's what you do as you evolve. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just as hard, just about different stuff, and some people just can't handle that or see that as hard because they don't do that shit themselves. They don't have the balls to stand up and face their own demons and, you know, right their wrongs,
Yeah.
and then be so open and courageous to be vulnerable about it
Hell yeah.
and make it into art to help other people.
Hell yeah.
So they see that as like, what is this? I want the old Slim Shady back. And then when he comes back, they're crying and trying to cancel him
because
You
he's
know what I mean?
offending
Like,
people. I mean,
yes.
it's just it's the culture that we live in today, and you know, it's
You can never make a hater happy.
you can't you
No.
couldn't make people happy, or M couldn't make people happy back then. You know, he had just as much controversy, just different types back then as he will now. Plain and simple, M's earned his spot. He earned his spot a long time ago,
Yes, he
and
has.
everybody else
I
might as
think
well
that-
be
I think
happy
the
about it and
haters-
just watch it.
I think the haters can even agree.
Yeah.
I really, because a lot of them, yeah, they might try to go at him, and especially now that he came back with Kamikaze and stuff,
Yeah.
I think they realized that no shit, he's still the same old person,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna fuck around with that. Because
Absolutely.
a lot of them didn't go back at him after that.
Well, no, I mean they couldn't. Like, I mean, it's just,
MGK was the only one that was
that was
stupid
just
enough.
yeah, and that was you know.
It was entertaining.
It was
to say the least.
the best I can say for it is, you know, at least he tried, and at least he knew, in my opinion. Some of you will probably disagree or whatever, but in my opinion, at least he knew when he was beat, and he didn't just go through and beat a dead horse and release like 4 more tracks trying to come at him. You know, it was a you know, little beef.
That's
They
what I
threw
mean
their
about
shit,
the
and it
haters
was-
even
yeah.
realizing that he's the great.
And
Period.
yeah, absolutely. But, you know, did you, off topic of what we were saying, did you catch another person that he compared himself to in that last verse? The line where he says Attila, where he compares himself to Attila the Hutt.
Yeah.
It was like a barbarian. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he was a Viking. I can't remember my history, but Attila the Hutt was a figure in history
Gotcha.
that was known for his barbarism and his like literally
Gotcha.
coming in and
Like a
like
caveman.
taking over fucking
Yeah.
taking over or civilizations and shit like that. So
okay.
yeah, it was he compared himself to him as well. I love the
guy's
analogies.
intelligent.
I love the
Yes.
analogies that he comes up with. They're so unique.
Yes, he's so intelligent and he's so well-rounded in his intelligence.
Yeah.
He knows a little bit of everything.
Hell yeah, he knows a lot of everything.
And all day, but I handle my business cause it's work before play. Don't look for trouble, but I serve you gourmet. However you want it, you can have it your way. You fuck my night up, I'ma fuck up your day. Bullet with your name, sending it your way. That goes for anyone who walks through that doorway. Cause this is my space, you invaded, live to regret it, and you die trying to violate it. Fuck around, get annihilated, eyes dilated.
Like my old lady, cause what you say is what you say. Sometimes what you mean is 2 different things, depending on your mood if it swings. Think too many things, little hit of Dre's weed, I can do anything. Catch a contact and I'm gone and I'm back. I speed right and my loose lease, my launch pad.
And I can pull any string, don't have to prove anything. Catch a contract on your head, you headed west. Talk shit about Dre, you better get a vest and invest in something to protect your head and neck.
And it's back and forth all day like Red and Met. I joke when I say I'm the best in the booth, but a lot of truth is said in jest. And
Yes.
So another comparison, it's back and forth all day like Red and Meth. One of the best, if you guys don't know, Redman and Method Man, that Blackout album that they did, that was one of the best albums that came out back in that day. We
That could
actually
be one that we could do on Throwback Thursday.
we actually covered
That'd be fun.
the duo I was in. We actually covered one of the Rockweiler, that song that Meth and Red did in our shows. It was a good
Shit
time.
got hype.
Yes, it
Those
was
two
dope.
hyped each other up so well. They were
Yes.
literally like PB&J.
And that's another great comparison that M throws out there because him and Dre do the same thing, man.
like Red and Met. I joke when I say I'm the best in the booth, but a lot of truth is said in jest. And if I ever do live to be a legend, I'ma die a sudden death. 5 mics and a source, ain't holding my fucking breath, but I'll suffocate for the respect, before I breathe to collect the fucking check. What you say is what you say. Say what you say, how you say it whenever you saying it. Just remember how you said it when you was spraying it. So who you playing with, huh? Cause what you say is what you say. Say what you say, how you say it whenever you saying it. Just remember how you said it when you was spraying it. So who you playing with, huh?
Watch your fucking mouth.
Yo, this Timberland. Tell him I said suck my dick.
Yeah.
I love it.
Timberland, another legend, guys. Another legend. Man, so many nostalgic feelings. So many. I mean, just watching that video. That brought back so many memories, man. Like I that's why I like doing this older stuff like that, whether I've heard it or not. It's fun to play it for her and let her, get her taste and her first listen of it too. That's the best part. But being able to like really feel, those feelings come back from when this shit was dropped, man. That was a time in music history back then, man.
What's crazy is this is a banger. Like a late banger that still bangs today. Good music is going to be timeless. It's always, yes, it will take you back to that time. You'll feel nostalgia and have memories, but it will always still bang and get the same response, if not better over time, because you appreciate things so much more as you grow older. And you hear, him say more things and you catch more things. And so you just have a deeper appreciation for them.
Kind of like me as I get older. I'm always going to bang. All right, ladies and gents.
Party people.
You guys know what time it is? It is time for Bar of the Day. You don't know what
fingers.
You don't know what Bar of the Day is? That is where my beautiful lady and we both pick our favorite bar from this track. We're going to let you know what it is and why. And then once that's done, it's y'all's turn to go to the comment section with the hashtag BOTD and let us know what your favorite bar was.
Yes.
This is nostalgic. This is old. So let us know what line, whether it come from Dre, whether it come from M, maybe it was something where they were playing off of each other. Let us know what it was and let us know why. Was it just a killer diss, or was it something that, got you a little bit deeper?
Yeah, and let us know if it's still the same bar that got you back in the day.
Absolutely.
Versus now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, my beautiful wife, Brittany, what is your marvelous bar of the day?
Okay, it's going to be right as they come in.
Right as he comes in.
Yes.
This is one of the all-time, like, kick the door in starts, too.
I feel like Eminem's just really good at that period, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
He really gets your attention right off the bat. But it says, I was born to brew up storms, stir up shit, kick up dust, cuss till I slur up spit, grew up too quick, went through too much, knew too much shit, corrupt, and I'ma pour it on like syrup, bitch. One, I love how he ends that.
The fucking swag
the emphasis,
he put on
the
that.
swag,
Yeah,
yes,
you know
with
what I
the
mean?
Beat. It's perfection. I love that. It was one of the most standout parts of the song to me in that sense.
Just the coming in like that is just fucking rough. You know what I mean? Like, and I love how it's the first verse. It's the start to the song. And he's coming in with the start. I was always real big on starts and endings in verses. I feel like they had to start and they had to have an ending. And he came in with what is the all-time start, being born. I was born to brew up storms. So he's entering the song, kicking in the door, but he's also starting his first verse with a line like, I was born to brew up storms. That's a lead in if I never saw one.
He's very clever in how he words his bars, because it really does start to paint a picture, especially when it is put together with the beat.
All right, let's listen to this, guys.
I was born to brew up storms, stir up shit, kick up dust, cost till I slur up spit. Grew up too quick, went through too much, knew too much shit. Corrupt, and I'ma pour it on like syrup, bitch, thick and rich, sick.
That is fucking dope. Just the way when he did the grew up too quick, went through too much shit, or went through too much, knew too much shit. How he ran, did that run on and that speed up. that is just 100% pure talent, 100% beat awareness. He knew where he was at. He knew exactly how to do it. And the amount of emphasis he put on cuss till I slur up spit, you could literally hear him, you know, slurring up spit in the headphones. This shit was dope, man.
Yes, he's the king of emphasis and being articulate. And it doesn't matter if he's doing his real fast shit or what. He's always extremely articulate. I think he obviously makes it a point to be as articulate as he possibly can be. Yeah. I think that that's one of his you know, strong points that he really sits and focuses on. But I can't say one of his strong points because he's got a strong point in every area, and that's why he's the GOAT.
It's the GOAT!
Yes.
GOAT. All right, guys. My bar of the day, we're going to go a little bit further down. I commented on it during the reaction, so it's probably not going to be a surprise. It comes in off of another rhyme. He's big on doing that, so it's going to come in, where it says, it starts out, it says, where he says, I won't get the chance to let off another punch. I'm punk rock, no one's punk, don't give a fuck. White Pac, so much spunk. When I was little, I knew I would blow up and sell a mill or grow up to be Attila, go nuts and be a killer. Yeah, it's 2 bars, technically 2 full bars, but I couldn't just stop it at the so much spunk because, first of all, the don't give a fuck White Pac line was dope, but you had to end it with the or grow up to be Attila, go nuts and be a killer.
Yeah, with Eminem and the way that he has a bunch of flow transitions and he has bars that are legit bars like their own, but the way that he flows his whole song together, they all need shit. They all need each other.
That's why
to
they
be
call
just
it a flow.
as great. And he is the fucking king of making the whole damn thing flow.
Oh yeah,
he
all right.
definitely just goes with the flow.
Let's listen to this bar, guys.
Take it up, I won't get a chance to let off another punch. I'm punk rock, no one's punk, don't give a fuck. White Pac, so much spunk. When I was little, I knew I would blow up and sell a mill or grow up to be Attila, go nuts and be a killer.
And something up.
The cadences this guy had from the day he walked in, the game to even to now are just fucking astounding. You know what I mean? He
and they change
he founded
from song
so much.
to song.
Yes.
It changes within a song.
He founded so much shit. He literally gave other artists foundations to build their own careers off of.
Their own personal niches.
By them, you know, starting from a style or a flow that he might have spit in 4 bars. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because if you go through his albums, especially Revival, especially since that was one of his last ones, and it was a full project, it had a little bit of all of his different alter egos that he does. And so you got a little version of all of it, but in the evolved form, and you really can see how just versatile he is as an artist, and how much variety he brings from song to song. You never know what you're going to get with him.
All right, guys, it is your turn. Go down in the comment section. Let us know what your bar of the day was. See, mine wasn't something that it would have been back in the day. Back in the day, I would have loved one of them Jermaine disses, you know, or maybe the cannabis diss or something, something that would have peeled somebody's skin. Right now, it's more of, I love the delivery that he put in, the passion, the emphasis, the cadences. That's kind of more what's tickling my pickle these days.
That was mine as well. Yeah,
absolutely. So,
I loved the chorus as well.
Yeah,
I mean
the
chorus
was
just
sick.
yes. I mean, goodness.
Guys, this Eminem. We get passionate when we get to listen to some Eminem, especially me and the old stuff.
I mean, how can you not?
Yeah, I know, exactly. So if you want to hear more of us checking out either older Eminem, hell, even some of the newer Eminem, comment below and let us know. And if you do, subscribe.
Yes, and ring the bell so you know when we are dropping all this new ish.
Absolutely, guys. We try to premiere almost every video we put out. That way we've got an opportunity to hang out with you guys during the live. And chit chat. We do bar of the days during the premiere. All kinds of cool shit.
And he edits the videos, so I don't actually watch them until the premiere.
Yeah, so it's
because I like to have that moment where I feel like I'm watching it for the first time with you guys.
Absolutely. And if you guys just love us so damn much, you can also go over to our Patreon, support us that way.
Yeah, we just started that baby up, and we came up with some pretty cool tiers with some pretty cool perks that we can't wait to get started.
Absolutely. You guys can help us decide who's going to be on our Throwback Thursday, who's going to be the artist spotlight artist of the month, or however we worded that. I'm fucking not even sure.
We're still figuring out the mechanics of that one.
Like I said, it's just something we just launched.
We'll be starting it next
We wanted
month.
to give something, an opportunity to those of you that are really showing support to the channel and that really want to get in deep and start the discussion.
The true homies.
And absolutely. And you guys can even get in there and decide what video, what track, what artist we react to.
And we do a whole video dedicated to that song and that artist, obviously with a shout out and an explanation with it.
We're pumped about it. It's going to be fun, guys. Like we said, we just launched it. Link is in the bio. We hope we see you there. If we don't see you there, guys, you know where we're going to see you? Do you know where we're going to see him?
Right here.
Right here tomorrow. And I can guarantee you one thing. We're going to be just as
real. Peace, guys.
Perfect.